Another HomeKit Secure video enabled camera up next. Welcome and thanks for watching. Before we get started, if you haven't already or if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and maybe tap the bell to get notified when I post new content. Also, please feel free to share the video, and if you find the following information useful, please give it a thumbs up. So sometime last year, I actually picked up a Netatmo Welcome camera, and this camera has since been rebranded into the Smart Indoor Camera, but it's basically the same camera. This past week, really recently, something exciting happened, and Netatmo delivered on HomeKit Secure video. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox this and show setup, but I just wanted to make a note that the following unboxing and initial setup was actually done last year, so the app might look a little different because it was an older version of the app. But then when we switch to actually looking at HomeKit Secure video, it will be the most recent version of the app. One thing to keep in mind too is you want to have firmware version 4.4.0 for HomeKit Secure video. And let's go ahead and take a look at that next. So here we have the Netatmo Welcome. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box. The front says home camera with face recognition. The side says know when your children arrive home, be notified if unknown faces are seen. A revolutionary camera, face recognition, privacy customization, notifications about who is home, and no monthly fees, which is probably in regards to video storage. A powerful experience, full HD, night vision, extensive 130 field of view, SD card included, bank level encryption, and setup within minutes. So if we look at the back, it has the specs, the physical size of the camera, full HD video, 1080p, H.264, local storage on micro SD card. No subscription fee for the free app, requires high-speed internet, and public hotspots are not supported. Wireless Wi-Fi 802.11b, G, and N, security, open, WEP, WPA, and WPA2 personal. And included in the box is one Welcome camera, one Ethernet cable, one USB cable, one micro USB power adapter, one micro SD card, and it's designed only for indoor use. So let's go ahead, and it looks like this is an outer sleeve. Let's remove that, and on the inside it says Netatmo Welcome. There's Tom and Lily. We have the camera itself, the Netatmo Welcome, and I did want to bring over a D-Link Omna 180 just to compare the size. So if we take a look at both of these cameras, they are similar. There seems to be the body's aluminum, plastic for the base. Don't want to break it. And the D-Link is a bit larger or wider, as you can see, but the Netatmo is taller. Let's set those side by side so you can get a better view of the size comparison. And both are cylindrical, so that's a good deal. Less width or diameter, but it is taller by about, I'd call it an inch and a quarter, inch and a half taller than the D-Link Omna 180. And I have a video on this D-Link 180, and so far it's been a great HomeKit camera for me. So let's go ahead and set that D-Link aside, and let's take a look at the Netatmo more closely. Here's the lens up top. On the back we have an Ethernet port, looks like a micro USB port, and SD card slot, and there is already a SD card included, which is good because the Omna did not have a SD card included, and it also had a SD card slot. And it looks like they give you off the bat an data micro SD card with 8 GB of storage. Go ahead and put that back in. Let's go and see what else comes in the box. So inside we have a USB cable, Netatmo Welcome literature, a Ethernet cable, pretty long Ethernet cable, and here we have the AC adapter and cable, and the looks like North American adapter, which goes in here like that. And different regions probably have different adapters. So here it is plugged in. Let's go ahead and open up the Netatmo app, which I've already downloaded. It says, which product would you like to set up? Well, I want to set up the Welcome. Plug in Welcome with the provided power adapter. That's done. Hit next. Turn Welcome upside down until you see a light glowing. This operation may take a few minutes. There it goes. Gonna hit next. Is the LED glowing blue or green? It is blue. Looks like blue to me. Netatmo Welcome. You have successfully linked the camera with your device. Now we are going to connect to the internet. Click next. Yes, share Wi-Fi settings. Connecting to Wi-Fi network. Okay, looks like I hit the register the camera button, but now it says congratulations, setup process is now complete. Choose a name for your camera. So I'm just gonna call it Netatmo so I know which camera it is. Call it Netatmo Welcome. Name the home. Just call it home. Do you want to participate in Netatmo's product improvement program? Not at this time. I'll click done. So get started. Welcome recognizes your loved ones with their faces seen from the front. Placement guidelines. Caution. Welcome in you. And I've got it. And here we go. You can see the camera here. You can see me behind my tripod as I film this. Welcome has not seen anybody yet. Click. Okay, so I guess people at home will show up here and away. Just notifications. For now, I actually do want to skip that. I want to get this into HomeKit. So let's see, how do we get this into HomeKit? So my products, Netatmo Welcome. I'm going to hit enable, and there it shows the HomeKit code. And it says, important, this code is unique and cannot be generated again. Write it down carefully and keep it in a safe place. An image will be saved in your camera roll. It's recommended to print it. So I'm going to take note of this. Good thing I'm shooting video. And obviously it's going to also be saved in my camera roll. So I'm going to hit this green enable HomeKit button. Have you saved the setup code? I'm going to say yes. Yes, I have it saved. And yes, you can access my photos. I guess it's going to do it there again, so I'll have 2 screenshots of it. And there it is. It's searching for the camera. We found some HomeKit accessories ready to set up. So I'm going to pick the Netatmo, and this is the home I'm going to put it in. And configure a HomeKit. I'm going to click Start Pairing. Add accessory. And we're going to enter the code. And the code was, I'm going to go ahead and enter it off camera. Now it says connecting and an accessory added. And it's registering the camera again. And right now it's going to go in the loft. And that's where I'm going to put it. And it has, under HomeKit, the Netatmo Welcome camera, an occupancy sensor, and a motion sensor. And click done. And congratulations, setup is now complete. So let's take a look at where the camera now lives. And we placed the Netatmo Welcome up here in the loft area where it's next to a HomePod, and it's monitoring the loft area and the stairs here. So here's the current live stream from inside the Netatmo native app. Let's go ahead and switch back to portrait mode, and you can see the stream below. And here's the main screen that pops up when you open the app. And this is the most recent app as of late February 2020. Let's go ahead and hit that gear icon in the upper left. And here's where you can manage all your settings, manage my home. Here it just shows the information of your home, the name of the home, time zone you're in, the rooms where you have Netatmo products. For me, I just have the loft camera, and under advanced, we have Siri and Apple Home. And here you can manage your HomeKit users, which I would rather do in the native Apple Home app, and a few examples where you can enable Siri shortcuts. Let's go ahead and go back. We'll go back to settings. And here we have another setting for alert and recording settings. You can receive smart notifications, or you can delete old events. And it also lists your camera, indoor camera, and here's where you can set how the camera acts and records or doesn't record when it senses nobody home or when known people are at home. So you can go through each one of these individually and have it record and notify when unknown faces show up, people, animals, other motions, and alarms for each instance of when no one's home or when people are home. Let's go back to the main settings. Let's go back again, and let's check out cloud storage. And here you can set up recording to Dropbox and FTP, which I have neither enabled. We have a memory card in the camera, and now we also have HomeKit Secure Video, which we'll take a look at a little bit later. But I don't need to set up on Dropbox, but if you don't have HomeKit Secure Video and you want video in the cloud, you can set it up under Dropbox or an FTP. Let's go back to main settings. There's the news. Under that, we have my account, where we can install new products. It'll show you the products you do own, which is a loft camera, and it gives you all the information on the loft camera, like where it's placed, Wi-Fi signal, serial number, firmware version. Let's note that firmware today is 440, and that is the firmware that actually enabled HomeKit Secure Video recently. Then you have advanced settings and configure network and Siri and Apple Home again, and this shows you what sensors are on board on the camera. Let's go back. Then you have my account. If you set up an account with Netatmo, I have not. I just set this up in HomeKit, and I feel that's all that I need to do. And then others. So let's go ahead and click done. And let's move all the way over to the home tab. And here, home, it'll show you all the faces it's seen during this span while people were home. So I didn't register my face, so I'm an unknown user. Actually, I didn't register any faces yet. So every time I show up or anyone else in the house shows up, they will show up with a question mark because they are unknown users at this time. And then away tab, the same thing. So there's 49 unknowns, which is really not true. I just hadn't set it up in the app yet and had it recognize our faces. So that is the native Netatmo app. Let's go ahead and see what this looks like under the home app in HomeKit. So under the home app, let's go ahead and scroll to the bottom, and let's find the loft camera. And there it is. I'm going to select that, and this will be the stream from the home app under HomeKit. And as you can see, it's a live stream as indicated by the badge in the lower left. In the lower right, we can choose whatever devices are in or located in the loft. Let's go ahead and click that gear icon. So here are the options for the loft camera. You can change the name, pick the room it's in. Right now it's in the loft. Show the accessories, and these are the occupancy and motion sensors. You can include it in favorites, which I have, so I can see them on the home app screen. Notifications, you can select or enable when you receive notifications. And the exciting part is the streaming and recording. And this is how we know we have HomeKit Secure Video enabled on this camera, is we have options to turn on streaming and recording when we're either home or away. Let's go ahead and take a look at when home. And stream is default. So both of them were set to stream only as default. So the options we have here is off, no one can stream and nothing is recorded. Or detect activity, nothing is streamed or recorded, but it will detect activity and you can trigger automations. Stream, where the stream, it's just a stream and nothing is recorded, but it can also still detect activity and trigger automations. And then the option we want, even when home, I do want this enabled, is stream and allow recording. So we're gonna go ahead and enable that. And then I wanna check the same thing under when away, stream and allow recording. And then beneath that, so that we don't get a bunch of notifications, let's take a look at the recording options. And I have record when specific motion is detected, because I don't want any motion, because again, I have the window where sometimes shadows fall on the wall and it'll trigger automations. I've had it happen before with this camera under the native app. So I want specific motion, and that specific motion I choose is when people are detected or animals are detected. I have vehicles are detected off because there are no chances of vehicles, knock on wood, will come through the second level floor of our home. And then I also do want it to record audio. So those are your options under HomeKit Secure Video. Under HomeKit, we also have options to turn the camera status light on, enable night vision, show all the sensors as separate tiles. I like to keep them under one. Some people like to have them separately. For the camera, I think it's fine under just that one single tile. The option to open the native app, and then all the manufacturer information below. And you can also remove camera from home. So let's close that. And as you can see, since I just now enabled streaming and recording, there are no recorded clips below. And this is how the interface appears under HomeKit Secure Video in the Home app. Once you have a few recordings of clips. And as you can see above, there is a week calendar with the days and dates. And along the bottom, we have a timeline. Now, along the timeline, you can see a list of short clips. We can even pinch to zoom to increase the length of those clips to aid in scrubbing. Let's go ahead and play one of these clips here. We'll pick this one. So here's the recording quality of the Netatmo Welcome, aka Smart Indoor Camera. And there you have it, the interface for HomeKit Secure Video under the Netatmo Welcome in the Home app. And that's HomeKit Secure Video under the Netatmo Smart Indoor, aka Welcome cameras. And these are the second cameras to get HomeKit Secure Video. The first being the Logitech Circle 2s, which I've done a video on previously, and I'll link a video to that in the description. So I really like Netatmo's integration of HomeKit Secure Video. If you remember from a previous video, Logitech's implementation of HomeKit Secure Video with the Logitech Circle 2 removed the Circle 2 cameras entirely from the native Logitech app. Here with Netatmo, they were able to keep all the functions of the native app. You could still view the cameras under the native app as well as the Home app under HomeKit. That adds versatility to what you can access, what functions you can access, and I think their integration is a lot better than Logitech's. You know, integration with HomeKit Secure Video is going to become more and more commonplace as more and more brands release the integration. So I look forward to seeing how future brands handle the HomeKit Secure Video implementation. Are there any other brands that you'd like to see get HomeKit Secure Video? I know the Eufy Cam 2s are supposed to get it sometime this year, hopefully sooner than later. But if there are any others that you'd like to see get HomeKit Secure Video, please list them below and let's discuss. That's going to do it again. Until next time, please take care and be safe out there.